I feel like I did not properly introduce myself to you. My name is Anud and I am from Saudi Arabia. I'm interested in journaling and stationery related content. And in this video, I'm going to show you the journals and planners I'll be using in 2026. I'm very much loyal to my traveler's notebook because they bring me joy. And so, of course, I will be having like more than one in my lineup for this year. In this one, I have some items. I'm going to show you what I keep inside it. Here, I have a pocket. I keep my stickers and ephemera inside, and sometimes I forget about them, and other times I do use them. So it just depends on my memory. In here, I keep some cards that I appreciate from Anna and Cafe Analog. I just love personalizing my journals. I really enjoy decorating my covers and my journals, even with simple decoration. In this memory keeping journal, I'll be using this section for the first time as a highlight of the month, in which I'll be using 4 or 5 pictures for each month. I have been using this vertical planner for memory keeping for a couple of years now, and this year is going to be my third. I'm very casual in here. I just use pictures, stamps, stickers, and just a little bit about my day, what I read, what I watch, what I eat, anything in between. I just love it. And in the future, I want to try that planner, and it's called the Analog Keeper. I think it's such an interesting one as well. It's kind of similar but different. I really would love to try that as well, but not anytime soon because I really am in love with my TN insert. I recently received my first regular size insert from Anna, and she thankfully added this lovely note with her own handwriting, and I really love it, and I had to add it to my journal. The next one is another TN insert, which is going to be my handmade insert that I've made. First, I have this traveler's notebook insert in grid. I used to use it as a commonplace journal. I just used maybe a couple of pages when I realized it's not working. I'm using my own handmade insert in this one at the moment. I do journal here regularly, not weekly. It depends on my mood or whether I want to journal. Sometimes I don't have anything special to journal about, and so I just open this insert and just simply decorate and play and have fun. So yeah, I used to not journal in a regular size, but once I started trying it, I just can't stop. In my passport size, I usually use my handmade inserts, but I'm currently using Anna's handmade insert and I really love it so much. I do love my own insert as well, but it's really special for me to use hers. Yeah, this is volume 5. I am not done with it yet, so I don't know when will I do another flip through, but I use this handmade insert for special occasions and for special or precious moments in my life with my family, friends, the experiences that I have that I think are worth documented, as well as receiving stationery, books, watching movies or TV shows. I just love using it, and I usually use it every weekend because I'm more precious with it than my regular size handmade insert. In my Hobonichi A6 cover is where I keep my Hobonichi A6 journal. I'm going to post a review of this cover soon, but for now, I'm going to tell you about the journal inside it. I did decorate the cover for the first time. I've never done that with my Hobonichi A6 journals. I'm very casual in this one. I write about my days, I write about everything that happens in my life in a much longer form than my TNs. I'm not precious with it. I'm just very casual. Sometimes I'll miss days, sometimes I will fall off of it, but I always come back to it. For planning, I'm going to use Hobonichi Weeks. I used to have one for last year for both work and personal, but once I finished the note section, I realized that it's going to be difficult to keep up with it. So for this year, I decided that I'm going to separate because I need to focus on both sides of my life, work and personal, and having them in one planner isn't going to work out well. So, yeah, I am really content with this planner for work. I don't really need much, and so far, so good. I don't have much to say about my work journal. I keep it very simple. I am a teacher, and so I have certain tasks that I do weekly, like Classera, which is an online section, like lesson plans, homework, checkings, or any due dates as well. I'm so in love with this cover, and I knew right away it's going to be for my personal planning. I will also love the way I decorated it. It just brings me joy. I'm trying to utilize using this planner in the best way possible. So, in the monthly side, I'm going to use it in different ways every month. And this month, I'm going to use it for media tracking, like watching movies or TV shows or the books I'm reading. And so far, it's working very well. The weekly side is where I keep it very simple. I use the same layout every week, and so far it's working very well. But every end of the year, I try to experiment with different layouts so when the new year comes, I can use the ones I really liked. In the notes section, I'm trying to be as organized as I can because last year was so chaotic as I used to have the notes for both work and personal. But this year I have the note all to myself. So I'm trying my best. I already used a lot of pages, so I'm afraid that I might run out of pages very fast. I'm trying to slow down. Here I'm logging the books and the movies or TV shows I am reading or watching this year. I made a library archive or a log in which I wrote all the books that I own in the library as well as the author's names so I know how many books do I have for each author and whether do I want to keep the book or not. In here I wrote the books that I purchased from the book fair so I know how many of them I've read. This is not a journal or a planner, but rather a place for my art. This is where I experiment or draft a piece of collage before I stick to it and glue it down. It's very difficult to, reuse the papers. And so sometimes I do draft my collage. These were all the journals and planners I'm going to be using this year. I'm very looking forward to enjoy the process of slow journaling and planning. What about you? Tell me in the comments what are you going to use this year? Which planners or journals you're interested in trying out in the future?